Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
United States diplomat and writer about the Old South, 1853 to 1922. English industrialist who pioneered in the design and manufacture of aircraft, 1885 to 1962. Number the pages of a book or manuscript. In medieval times, a youth acting as a knight's attendant is the first stage in training for knighthood. A boy who is employed to run errands. A youthful attendant at official functions or ceremonies such as legislative functions and weddings. Contact, as with a pager or by calling somebody's name over a PA system. One side of one leaf, of a book or magazine or newspaper or letter etc. Or the written or pictorial matter it contains. Work as a page. United States diplomat and writer about the Old South, 1853 to 1922. English industrialist who pioneered in the design and manufacture of aircraft, 1885 to 1962. Especially of metamorphic rock, having thin leaf-like layers or strata. Ornamented with foliage or foils. Foliate tracery. Number the pages of a book or manuscript. Coat or back with metal foil. Foliate glass. Decorate with leaves. Grow leaves. The tree foliated in spring. Hammer into thin flat foils. Foliate metal. Often used as a combining form, having or resembling a leaf or having a specified kind or number of leaves. Foliate is combined with the prefix tri to form the word trifoliate. Number the pages of a book or manuscript. A deceitful and unreliable scoundrel. In medieval times, a youth acting as a knight's attendant is the first stage in training for knighthood. A boy who is employed to run errands. A smooth hairstyle with the ends of the hair curled inward. Put into a group. Determine the number or amount of. One of a series published periodically. The property possessed by a sum or total or indefinite quantity of units or individuals. The number of parameters is small. The number is used in calling a particular telephone. He has an unlisted number. Add up in number or quantity. A short performance that is part of a longer program. It was one of the best numbers he ever did. A symbol used to represent a number. Place a limit on the number of. Enumerate. We must number the names of the great mathematicians. A clothing measurement. A number 13 shoe. A concept of quantity involving zero in units. Every number has a unique position in the sequence. An item of clothing. She preferred the black nylon number. A numbered item in a series. Take the number 2 to the main square, then change to the number 5. A numeral or string of numerals that is used for identification and may be attached to accounts, memberships, etc. She refused to give them her social security number. A select company of people. I hope to become one of their number before I die. Give numbers to. You should number the pages of the thesis. The grammatical category for the forms of nouns and pronouns and verbs that are used depending on the number of entities involved, singular or dual or plural. In English, the subject and the verb must agree in number. Someone who waits on or tends to or attends to the needs of another. Something that can be used as an official medium of payment. A boat for communication between ship and shore. Physically untoughened. Tender feet. Propose a payment. Hurting. The tender spot on his jaw. A formal proposal to buy at a specified price. Make tender or more tender as by marinating, pounding, or applying a tenderizer. Tenderize meat. Having or displaying warmth or affection. A tender glance. Used a boats, inclined to heel over easily under sail. Ship that usually provides supplies to other ships. Car attached to a locomotive to carry fuel and water. Easy to cut or chew. Tender beef. Given to sympathy or gentleness or sentimentality. A tender heart. Make a tender of, in legal settlements. Offer or present for acceptance. Of plants, not hardy, easily killed by adverse growing condition. Tender green shoots. Young and immature. At a tender age. Someone who waits on or tends to or attends to the needs of another. A person who is present and participates in a meeting. He was a regular attender at department meetings. Someone who listens attentively. Someone who waits on or tends to or attends to the needs of another. A person who is present and participates in a meeting. Occurring with or following as a consequence. An excessive growth of bureaucracy, with attendant problems. An event or situation that happens at the same time as or in connection with another. Being present, at a meeting or event, etc. Attendant members of the congregation. A boy who earns money by running errands. A boy who earns money by running errands. Make ready for action or use. Call in an official matter, such as to attend court. Gather or bring together. Cause to become available for use, either literally or figuratively. Running into an old friend summoned up memories of her childhood. Ask to come. Summon a lawyer. Look through a book or other written material. She leafed through the volume. The main organ of photosynthesis and transpiration in higher plants. A sheet of any written or printed material, especially in a manuscript or book. Hinged or detachable flat section, as of a table or door. Produce leaves, of plants. Turn over pages. Leaf through a book. The system of numbering pages. A sheet of any written or printed material, especially in a manuscript or book. A book, or manuscript, consisting of large sheets of paper folded in the middle to make 2 leaves or 4 pages. The first folio of Shakespeare's plays. Make uniform. Work the clay until it is soft. Perform as expected when applied. This old radio doesn't work anymore. Be employed. Is your husband working again? Applying the mind to learning and understanding a subject, especially by reading. Mastering a second language requires a lot of work. Have and exert influence or effect. The artist's work influenced the young painter. Make something, usually for a specific function. Cause to happen or to occur as a consequence. I cannot work a miracle. The occupation for which you are paid. A lot of people are out of work. Cause to work. He is working his servants hard. Find the solution to a problem or question, or understand the meaning of. This unpleasant situation isn't going to work itself out. A product produced or accomplished through the effort or activity or agency of a person or thing. It is not regarded as one of his more memorable works. Have an effect or outcome, often the one desired or expected. The voting process doesn't work as well as people thought. Use or manipulate to one's advantage. She knows how to work the system. Proceed along a path. Work one's way through the crowd. Prepare for crops. Shape, form, or improve a material. Work stone into tools. A place where work is done. He arrived at work early today. Cause to undergo fermentation. The vintner worked the wine in big oak vats. The total output of a writer or artist, or a substantial part of it. Picasso's work can be divided into periods. Give a workout to. My personal trainer works me hard. Go sour or spoil. The wine worked. Activity directed toward making or doing something. She checked several points needing further work. Arrive at a certain condition through repeated motion. The stitches of the hem worked loose after she wore the skirt many times. Behave in a certain way when handled. This dough does not work easily. Cause to operate or function. This pilot works the controls. Exert oneself by doing mental or physical work for a purpose or out of necessity. I will work hard to improve my grades. Gratify and charm, usually in order to influence. The political candidate worked the crowds. Move in an agitated manner. His fingers worked with tension. Move into or onto. Work the raisins into the dough. Operate in a certain place, area, or specialty. She works the nightclubs. Operate in or through. Physics. A manifestation of energy. The transfer of energy from one physical system to another expressed as the product of a force and the distance through which it moves a body in the direction of that force. Work equals force times distance. Proceed towards a goal or along a path or through an activity. Work your way through every problem or task. Provoke or excite. The rock musician worked the crowd of young girls into a frenzy. Any page in the sports section of a newspaper. Fully extended in width. Outspread wings. Strew or distribute over an area. He spread fertilizer over the lawn. Distributed or spread over a considerable extent. 11 million Jews are spread throughout Europe. Distribute or disperse widely. The invaders spread their language all over the country. Process or result of distributing or extending over a wide expanse of space. Become distributed or widespread. The infection spread. Act of extending over a wider scope or expanse of space or time. A tasty mixture to be spread on bread or crackers or used in preparing other dishes. Decorative cover for a bed. Cause to become widely known. Spread information. A conspicuous disparity or difference as between two figures. The spread between lending and borrowing costs. Farm consisting of a large tract of land along with facilities needed to raise livestock, especially cattle. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Spread your arms. Spread across or over. A big oil spot spread across the water. Two facing pages of a book or other publication. Become widely known and passed on. The rumor spread. A haphazard distribution in all directions. A meal that is well prepared and greatly enjoyed. They put out quite a spread. Move outward. Cover by spreading something over. Spread the bread with cheese. Prepared or arranged for a meal, especially having food set out. A table spread with food. The expansion of a person's girth, especially at middle age. She exercised to avoid that middle-aged spread. Distribute over a surface in a layer. Spread cheese on a piece of bread. Two facing pages of a book or other publication. Two facing pages of a book or other publication. The side of a coin or medal that does not bear the principal design. Left-hand page. A page of a book displaying the title and author and publisher. Two facing pages of a book or other publication. Something that covers an entire page. The ad took up a full page. An oversized page that is folded into a book or magazine. Something that covers the top or bottom half of a page. A first page of some books displaying only the title of the book. An oversized page that is folded into a book or magazine. A first page of some books displaying only the title of the book. Right-hand page.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.